we had to tell him like, bro, you gonna get like hurt. Mm-hmm. Like you could get.
We ain't gonna hurt you, but somebody gonna hurt you.
We love you. Mm-hmm. There's people who do not love you. Yep. They're gonna hurt you. I want to give you a chance to respond to this. Some chatter in the in our chat right now. They want to know why you. We just played your video. They want to know why you use the N-word in your songs.
Because I use the N-word in my regular life. That's the best way to put it. That is the best way to put it. Because I've done everything around it. I've said jigga, I've muted it, and it's like.
What do you think about the people who are like, you shouldn't be saying that, period?
It's all good. Like, I don't expect everybody to agree with it because I understand people just feel different about the word. It's not a cuss word, so it's like, it's cool.
Do you feel like you alienate a white audience
when
you use the word?
Because they like to say it. They like to say it.
Have you ever looked out on stage and like said it and then like, or looked at somebody rapping your words and like, oops?
Not necessarily mine. I've only said, or I'm sorry, I don't know if I can say here.
Well, you said it.
You said it before.
I'll clean it up.
I only said that maybe in like 3 or 4 songs. That I've maybe 5 out of the 75.
Do you think about it though before you release it? Like,
I used to. I used to really contemplate it. Now it's to me, because I'm not an overuser of it too. I might say it once. I may say it twice, and it's probably only in context of what I'm talking about.
But I don't think
I alienate anyone.
Now it's like when you go check people's music out and they say explicit, like for Christian hip hop artists, sometimes it is just the N word that people are saying that they say is explicit, which is crazy to me. Like,
I think let me just posit this. I think for white fans, to them it is a curse word, so it's confusing. Why isn't there a curse word to you too?
Yeah.
So
you want me to answer that, or that's? You're just
I'm trying to answer it myself in my
okay.
head. Because it's not that to me. So
it's not a curse word to me. Like, man, before I left, my mom called me that. Like, my mother. My mother called me.
Like honestly, people used to say the N word like back in the day in the 90s. Like some gospel gangster stuff was like strictly.
I heard the gospel gangsters cuss before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I wrong about that?
I mean, I don't know. I know they used to say the N word. I know they used to say that.
I've heard the gospel gangsters cuss before.
I'm not.
It was in context though. I feel like when I heard it, it was definitely in context.
Yeah, that's a hard one for me. Honestly, it's his fault that I used that word.
Who, me?
Well, how'd you know I was talking to you? You weren't even looking.
Because I feel your eyeballs.
It's his fault that I say it at all.
Wait, what? You didn't used to say it at all?
There was a time before I didn't say it, and then I think he started saying it. Then he stopped.
Wait, what?
You don't remember?
He's appalled.
I'm shocked.
Am I putting you on blast?
I'm shocked. I don't remember this. I really don't.
That's cool. But yeah, so I started saying it, and then I don't think I say
you
it.
You started me on it.
I started you.
So listen, y'all want to hear?
You're in the field with the Trackstarz.
Y'all want to hear a funny story?
Tanner, DJ Jeremiah.
Y'all want to hear a funny story? We were in Sean's basement doing the Trackstarz show. This was well before we met our wives, and Sean's doorbell rang, and there was somebody upstairs that had ordered a pizza, and just kind of came down the steps while we were doing the show, got the pizza, and went upstairs. And Sean was sitting there at the mic, and he was like, "This."
Notice it is.
So I
That's too funny. That's too funny, man.
So I can't lie.
That's funny.
Is this the way you say it?
Yo.
How you put it in present?
So I ain't gonna lie and say I don't say it. I say it sometimes when it matters. I call my dog an N-word.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, what's up, Matt? I say that. So I ain't gonna lie and say I don't say it. I don't say it on here just because I know people, it's a sensitive thing. And I am trying to take into account that not just from the whole white thing is interesting because I do think a lot of white people still don't get why they're not allowed to say it. So I try to be sensitive to that. But I'm more so curious about the old heads that are like, old black guys that are like, we shouldn't be saying it because that word.
Yeah,
I know we say we flipped it, but it's the worst word in the dictionary.
Yeah.
So I'm sensitive to when I hear people say that. I'm like, okay, I see that. To me, it's a word I use just to be funny. That's really what it is. It's just funny. Like when I'm with my wife, I'm like, these N-words.
To me, it means
funny.
it means ignorance of the highest level.
But
so
at the same time,
ignorant, you're like,
you're not allowed to say it. No matter what we say here, you're not allowed to say it.
But here's the thing, though. I feel like we give it a pass depending on the culture that you're in, right? Because every time I watch a Fat Joe video, that's all he's saying, right? J-Lo got to say it in the Ja Rule song, so it's like
got to say it.
Yeah.
She got it back.
Everybody gave backlash for that though. But that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like if anybody's gonna give a pass, they're gonna give it to Eminem.
He got in trouble for that. He got in trouble for that.
No,
but
he said it, or he
long
wanted
time
to say,
ago.
or he
Long
asked.
time ago.
Okay.
But I am sympathetic to the fact that it is very confusing to our white brothers and sisters. We had a friend that was a rapper that was white. That we had to. He was white enough that he had to. We had to be like, bro, you not allowed. You gonna get in trouble. Mm-hmm. You can't say that.
He would say it to me all the time.
And I'm like, dude, it's confusing because you grow up on music and you hear your favorite rapper say it and you don't mean anything by it, so you just kind of grow up with it. But we had to tell him like, bro, you gonna get like hurt. Mm-hmm. Like you could get.
We ain't gonna hurt you, but somebody gonna hurt you.
We love you. Mm-hmm. There's people who do not love you. Yep. They're gonna hurt you. So I'm just as a warning. So I understand that's confusing. Like man, they saying it, but they saying we can't say it. You can't say it. Just don't say it. You're gonna get in trouble for your safety. Don't say it.
He didn't care. He felt he was enough of a.
But he's not.
He was enough on the
wasn't.
minority side to be able to say he was Asian and white. So
he's Asian.
It's not
I thought you was gonna say like
no,
like biracial.
But it's a dude that goes to my gym back home, and the first time I met him, because he's like Puerto Rican and black.
Yeah.
But he could pass for a Puerto Rican or white guy.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? But the first time I meet him, we in the sauna. He's like, yeah, man, this and this. I'm like, you know what I mean? And then because he could see I was getting uncomfortable.
Now you feel a responsibility to have to teach him. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he saw him getting uncomfortable. He's like, oh man, you don't like that I'm saying? I'm like, or he's like, what ethnicity do you think I am? I'm like, you probably Mexican because you keep saying, you know what I'm saying? Nah, man, I'm Puerto Rican and black. My mom dark as you. And I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm still uncomfortable type vibes because he just saw that I was.
But
I don't understand. Just to piggyback off what you were saying, I don't necessarily see how it's confusing because we changed it for a term of endearment for us. Yeah. But your people gave us the word as a. You know what I'm saying? As ignorance, because I don't use it. My mom wasn't calling me ignorant today. She was like,
she was like, give me the cash app.
Yeah. I was kissing on her, and she, you know what I'm saying? She trying to cook.
Too much love.
Yeah, too much love. 'Cause I ain't seen her in a bit. I'm like, move. But yeah, it's like I think it's, to me it's simple. Yeah. We changed it for us because y'all kept calling us that. So we're creative. Black people are creative. So we'll see something that's bad and make it good. That's why we make the food we make. Mm-hmm. We got the last and the slops of something, and we made something that today is considered a delicacy. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's just our creative ability to re-engineer something that may have been for our bad.
You think we'll ever win the Confederate flag?
Why would we want that?
Like, take it over? Like,
why would we want that? Kanye did it.
He tried. I don't know if it.
But why would you want that?
I didn't see anybody else doing it.
Those jackets sold out.
Really?
I had one.
Really?
It worked for me.
I still pass by, like, you know, we're in Georgia, so I pass by license plates and I always be like,
I live in a city where downtown there is a
Show
store with.
Does that still own that store?
Ku Klux,
Does he still? Is he
died.
Still alive?
He died.
But the
grandkids took
then
over.
Somebody else came and took it over and brought it back up.
I'm gonna
they have
resurrect this
Ku Klux
thing.
Klan robes. They got Confederate flags. They got so anybody thinking that this stuff is dead, this man was standing on a hill with a flag saying, "I am not giving up my racism, no matter what." Yeah. There's people out there who will still feel this way. So that's why I'm sensitive to being like, okay, maybe I shouldn't say it just because there are people, our parents dealt with this way worse than us. Yeah. And that word is still painful to them. Yeah. So I get it. I'm still wrestling with that myself.
I feel that.
So I just wanted to address it because some people were like, well, I don't get it. And
I never heard my dad say it, so it never really was a thing of my vocabulary.
Yeah. And that's another thing, too. Like, my mom and dad had me at a young age. So it's like, I kind of grew up with my parents.
Oh, cool.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom had me at 19.
Oh, wow.
So it's like, I've heard my mom say everything before I was 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just I don't want to say cultural thing, but how you was raised.
Yeah, that matters.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
So to me, it's
whatever your parents did, it feels different than how other people may take it. And then it's just a matter of, okay, should I be sensitive to this, kind of like in a Paul way, where it's like if it offends you, even though it's not offensive to me, should I? That's the decision I think people are asking about.
Right.
How did you come to the decision that this is not one of the ones I'm going to compromise on? I'm going to say this because I say this.
Yeah, literally, that's because I say it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it's a bad thing. I already don't overuse it. You know what I'm saying? I don't use it in every song. So
yeah, it's interesting.
Things, yeah.
All right, well, that's the answer. You in the field with the Trackstarz, right? Right to Sean Tan and DJ Jeremiah. Let's go.
That's the answer.